This video was produced based on an article by Ling Shan Hermit. All rights reserved. Any infringement will be prosecuted. When we truly embark on the path of cultivation, the Demon King already has us in his sights. He watches us from the shadows, observing, scrutinizing, waiting for the right moment to strike. True cultivators are in constant battle with the Demon King. Every day, every hour, even every minute. These battles are clandestine, taking place deep within us, invisible to the outside world. There are close combats, minor skirmishes, and massive wars. In these battles against ourselves, we both win and lose, and only true cultivators will go through these experiences. The Demon King Mera is never an easy opponent to deal with. He is incredibly intelligent and patient like a crocodile. He stays out of our sight, unseen, his whereabouts unknown. We don't know what he's doing or when he might suddenly attack. But he sees us. He lurks in the shadows. He knows everything about us. He is aware of our actions and inactions, our likes and dislikes, our noble and selfish thoughts, our glory and secrets. Many people may not even realize that the Demon King is lurking around, ready to detect even the slightest ill thought. Then, he would whisper in our ears, incite us, coax us, urging us into action. I am someone who frequently falls into the Demon King's traps, and then climbs out feeling embarrassed and dejected. For me, there are times when I know that a certain action is wrong, but I still proceed. This can be attributed to habits and the thought that I can always repent afterward. Please take note, this is a trap set by the Demon King. Do not fall into it. More often, we are not used to the view of emptiness. The state achieved in our meditation begins to fade after the session ends, and our habits are strong. Therefore, when faced with situations, our first response is still that of an ordinary person. The Demon King has many traps. One of the most common is to let your emotions and thoughts take control, causing you to become angry and lose your temper. When you have accumulated some merit, he will try to overturn it. You might suddenly encounter unreasonable circumstances or people, which then stirs up your emotions, and you end up arguing with them. That's when you lose because you have departed from the perspective of your meditation. You perceive yourself as a real, substantial entity, the others as real entities, and the things they say or do as substantial realities. You treat all of these as real existence. You forget the view of emptiness that you've experienced. That's why you lose. In these minor skirmishes, you are defeated. As practitioners, you may encounter numerous such battles daily. Every day there might be a multitude of people who irritate or displease you. Suddenly, it's as if they all conspired. Their minds seem addled. They lose all their usual sensibilities, and fail to comprehend things they normally would. When you face such situations, it's possibly because you've accumulated significant karmic merits or generated bodhicitta, or you're nearing enlightenment. The devil doesn't like this. He dislikes your nearing enlightenment, your liberation, your bodhicitta, and everything related to these. Thus, he plans meticulously to ruin all this. To do so, he has designed many strategies. The best approach is to manipulate those around you, those you're familiar with, making them seem as if they've lost their minds, inciting them to provoke or anger you. If you fall for it, your merits, virtues, and level of practice will be destroyed. This is the devil's trickery. I frequently fall into such traps and then regret deeply. When the devil's tactics work, he will temporarily cease his actions, disappearing for a while, hiding somewhere, watching you from the dark, waiting for the next opportunity to provoke you. You will have a period of peaceful days, as if the devil does not exist at all. When you accumulate certain merits again, he will reappear, using the people around you again to provoke you. overturning your merits once again. Although such tactics are not fresh, they are effective. We all have strong habits. One of our most potent habits is the desire to correct or control others. Therefore, the devil can always accurately locate your weak spots, knowing what you care about, what you like, what you cannot tolerate. If you guard on the left, he will attack from the right. If you guard on the right, he will switch to the left. Perhaps 20 minutes ago, you were immersed in the view of the emptiness of manifestation, but 20 minutes later, you're angered by someone's foolish actions. When you get angry, you've actually forgotten your view, forgotten that everything around you does not possess any real existence, and lost your previous state. This is his goal. We have said that the devil knows everything about you. He can see all your secret thoughts. He won't miss any opportunity. He will whisper in your ear, incite your greed, anger, and ignorance, and rationalize them. Of course, he won't let you buy $1 million luxury car all at once, but he will quietly increase your desire. He will start with those little things, gradually pulling you in. Initially, you didn't have so many material needs. Your life was simple, but gradually the people around you increase. They bring various trinkets. You start to increase your material needs. Then you find this is quite nice. You start to like these. And gradually you get used to these. When you get used to these, you will fear losing them. You will try to maintain this state. For this, you need to do a lot of things. And then he can negotiate with you. You will have to deal with the devil. Previously, I mentioned that those who practice Buddhism must have time, and plenty of it. This is because you need to quiet your mind to observe what you're doing, why you're doing it, and who you really are. All of these tasks require time. If you are constantly busy and scattered, you won't have the time to do these things. Without doing these, you cannot possibly experience these secret battles. Real practitioners will go through these experiences. In their journey of practice, they will face various trials and tribulations. Throughout this process, they will be defeated, battered, disheartened, rejuvenated, and defeated again. However, in the end, as long as we don't give up, we can definitely defeat the demon and exhaust all of our habitual tendencies. Lastly, I want to remind you that in this article, I used the word real many times. In fact, I often use phrases like real practice and real practitioners in many articles. It's important to emphasize this.